Hi friends, good morning. Myself Ajay sir from Samvit School. In last lecture, we have discussed the color of complex compound and we are cleared about why the color is seen in complex compound. It is due to only ligand. If copper sulfate is colorless and if it is dilute in water and we are having the ligand used as a ligand water used in complex compound, then the color is obtained. So ligand is playing an important role to create color in complex compound. If ligand is changed, then complex compound having the change of color. Now we are having very simple example. When we are changing the ligand in complex compound, then change of color is obtained. It proves that color of complex compound is due to ligand. Today we are having very simple and small topic because this topic is related to earlier topic. We will start a new topic tomorrow, but we will finish today the continued topic, colors of complex compound. So it is now clear that the color of complex compound is due to ligand. Suppose we are having nickel H2O 6 2 plus. This is one complex compound. Hexaaqua, nickel 2 iron, the name of this complex compound. And this complex compound having the green color. How can we form this complex compound? If nickel chloride NiCl2 is dilute in H2O, then we are having the complex compound NiH2O6 2 plus and plus 2Cl minus if we are having 6 molecule of H2O. So nickel chloride is colorless because it is not complex compound. But when ligand H2O is used in complex compound, then we are having the color green. So it is due to only ligand H2O. H2O itself colorless. But when it is used as a ligand, then it shows the color of complex compound, that is the quality of ligand. If this complex compound is given heat, so H2O will release from the complex compound. If dehydration is done, then again it will convert into nickel chloride and it is colorless. So it is only one type of ligand present in this complex compound. If we are having more than one ligand present, then the color will change after addition of ligand. So we are having the example from your textbook. then how can we change the color in complex compound by adding the different ligand? Suppose we are having nickel H2O6 2 plus, then ethane 1,2-diamine, this is the didentate ligand. Ethane 1,2-diamine didentate ligand aqueous form is reacting with this complex compound, then what happened? So we are adding aqueous form EN, ethane 1,2-diamine, it is in aqueous form. Then we are having the dehydration reaction, 2 molecule of H2O will release and didentate ligand EN will take place of 2 H2O. So the product will what? Product will be NiH2O4 En and 2 H2O release. So it is 2 H2O. This is green color. And then this is the light blue color. Color is changed because ligand is changed. Number of ligand in this complex compound 6 H2O molecule. There is not didentate ligand ethane 1,2-diamine. If we are adding ethane 1,2-diamine, then the color is changed. The ratio of this En and nickel 1:1, 2:1 and 3:1. We have taken 1:1. 1 nickel and 1 molecule ethane 1,2-diamine. Now we are having another reaction. If we are having nickel H2O4 En 2 plus, here is 2 plus as it is, then reacting with En aqueous, then what will happen? Then we are having another 2 molecule of H2O will release, then the complex compound will be H2O twice, En twice, 2 plus, again 2 H2O release. This is the color light blue. Color change light blue from this, that is light violet or blue, light blue to blue or light violet. Ratio of En and nickel is 2:1. This is the ratio of nickel and En 1:1. This is 1:1. This is the ratio of En. It is 2:1. En is 2, nickel is 1. Now third equation. Again this complex compound reacting with En. Then we are having the NiH2O twice into En twice. 2 plus, color is what? Light violet or blue. Reacting with En aqueous, then product will what? Then nickel En thrice, 2 plus plus 2 H2O. The color is changed from light violet to violet. The ratio of En and nickel is 3:1. So you can easily see that if ligand is changed, then color is changed. So it proves that the color of complex compound is due to only ligand. We have understood crystal field theory. With the help of crystal field theory, we have seen the magnetic property of complex compound. We have seen the colors of complex compound. We have seen the different structure of complex compound with the help of ligand, but there is also some limitation of crystal field theory. Where crystal field theory limitation created, valence bond theory is used. Where valence bond theory is limited, then crystal field theory is used. So this is the simple important topic we have studied today together. Very easy, very simple. You just send me homework 2 times, and we are having again JEE NEET test on next Sunday. I will send the syllabus by WhatsApp. Thank you very much.